It was the summer of 2014. I was 20 back then, and it would seem that I had gotten very sick. Yeah, gotten very sick, to the point where I was thinking of ending all of it. And the year before, I had dated a girl who used a pocket knife as a tool, and I thought that was cool, so I bought one too, and I went back to school and forgot I bought it. Back to the summer of 2014, I was living at my parents' house and working at a kennel, and every day I woke up wanting to die. And that was when I found the knife. I got scared when I found it, 'cause I knew that I was sick, and I could feel my illness asking for it, yeah, begging for it. And this is what it said: we could try it, yeah, we could try it. The echoes rattled my brain. We could try it, yeah, we could try it. All shiny and red with pain. And so I told my illness, hey, let's make a deal. It's still in the packaging, the receipt's right here. I could go to the store and maybe they'll give me some cash, and I'll go fast. This logic seemed to work, so I took my mom's minivan. I went up to the clerk at the customer service and, excuse me, I said, excuse me, I really need the money. Excuse me, I said, excuse me, I really need the cash. This was a lie, I just didn't know how to say, for God's sake, someone take away this knife. But I remember it was a woman in her 50s and a girl no older than 18. They looked at the receipt and then they looked back at me and they said, this is past the return policy. I said, please, oh please, isn't there something you could do? Please, oh please, you see this simply cannot be true. And I wonder if it was because I asked nicely, and I wonder if it was because that woman could see something was wrong. But whatever it was, she nodded her head and she said, I'll go and check, okay, I'll go and check. I'll be right back to you. Okay, I'll go and check. I'll go and check. I'm sure there is something we can do. And so she left and came back, and then she and the girl, they pored over the computer while I tried not to unfurl. And I remember, I stood there like a man accused. I remember, yeah, I remember feeling how much I could lose. Finally they looked up and they said to me, we found a loophole and we pulled some strings. And then she counted out the bills and she said, here's 2510. And I smiled, the manic panic smile of relief of a person who has been pushed just barely off the train tracks. It was probably weird how many times I thanked them, but still they smiled back. I bet they don't remember this, and why would they? It must have seemed so harmless, but me, I'll always recall that day. 'Cause they didn't owe me kindness. They could have said just fuck this, and I would have had to walk away. And I like to think if they had told me we can't do this, that I would have turned around and thrown it in the garbage, and I would have still grown into the person I am today. But I can't say you didn't have to, you didn't have to. I wouldn't hate you if you had turned me away. You didn't have to, you didn't have to. I wouldn't hate you if you had turned me away. But that day, you saved the day, and for a moment I was okay. And now it's years later, and I'm finally getting treatment. I'm living with my sweetheart, and I took a trip to Iceland. And even on my bad days, I'm happy I'm still alive. I'm still alive. So thank you, yeah, thank you. You couldn't know what you did that day. Oh, thank you, yeah, thank you. It seems it's always kindness that helps me to stay. It seems it's always kindness that helps me to stay. It seems it's always kindness that helps me to stay. And man, I'm so glad to have stayed. Glad to have stayed. That is some rough business. Oh my god. I deserve ice cream. Oh my god. Before I started writing that song, I had never told anyone about that happening, because sometimes just things stay unsaid inside of you for a long time. If you did like this and you want to see more like it, or more of my stupid movie reviews, or instructional anxiety songs, or a series on how to recognize and treat PTSD, subscribe, share, comment. If you have a couple extra bucks, you can help me out by subscribing to my Patreon, and I hope that today somebody is kind to you, even if that person is yourself, and especially if that person is yourself, because you deserve that. And I love you. And, bye. Check out this shirt I made. I made this in high school, and it was loose then, but it's not loose now. What up? I worry if I get top surgery, I won't fit some of my cool shirts. But then I won't have titties, so that'd be pretty cool. But then I won't have titties, so that'd be a bummer. This song is not easy to sing. I didn't make an easy fucking song. It's very stream of consciousness, and I thought that was bad, but my friend said Amanda Palmer does that, so suck it. It's very intentional. I'm so tired. Alright, I'm gonna do it again. And she said, I missed the line. Ow! How do you hurt yourself on a ukulele? I'm dizzy. This makes me dissociate a little bit. But I'm gonna stop soon, and that is not something I always would have decided to do.